will. And thank you, sir, for your service to our country and to this community. I know I speak for everybody here saying we appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is wonderful to be here this evening with such an amazing group of people. It is my privilege tonight to speak to you in honor of tomorrow's leaders. Today we've come together for the American Legion Boys State and Girls State Banquet to recognize the young men and women who have stepped forward and risen from among their peers to participate in this program. For you, the students, this has been an exercise in leadership, citizenship, and patriotism. The students selected for this program by their high schools and by the Legion faced a very competitive entrance process. And you truly do represent the cream of the crop, and that was even before completing this program. The American Legion Boys State and Girls State programs are among the most respected and selective educational programs of government instruction for high schoolers throughout the entire state. These are programs where you can take a hands-on role in understanding the inner workings of local, county, and state government, and where participants are taught the rights and duties of being an American and being a Texan. The training you've received has been a valuable opportunity to grow in your skills and your confidence, and it has put you on the path to success. My advice to you this evening is don't let it stop here. You are young people who have placed yourselves in an arena where you've been challenged and have had no choice but to grow in your knowledge and your leadership. Don't let it stop here. You've been given an opportunity that few of your peers have been given. The skills you've begun to develop or to further hone by your participation in these programs, all while still in high school, are among the skills most needed in the world today. Don't let it stop here. Your community needs you, your peers need you, and this country needs you. Today, more than ever, we are in great need of men and women of competence and integrity to fill a void in society and in government that needs to be filled and filled fast. I believe the young folks here are on the path to fill that void, and this would be in keeping with the original goal of the Legion. The Legion began Boys and Girls State in part as an effort to counter communist-affiliated youth organizations as far back as the 1930s. As fitting as that effort was then, it's even more fitting today as many aspects of our culture and government and society are in decline. We need young people today who are like the men of Issachar in the Bible, people who understood the times and knew what Israel should do. There is a place for young people today in learning how our government works, and then in playing a very active part in it. I'm no stranger to being young and in leadership roles. I won my first race for county judge in 2014 at the age of 29. Accomplishing that feat was a task that a lot of people said was an uphill battle, and many more said was impossible to do at such a young age. But looking back, I really don't think it was that surprising at all. I saw a need, and I knew that my preparation had equipped me for that task. That's why I know that the time and effort put forth by the young folks here this evening is not in vain. Through the Boys State and Girls State programs, the American Legion is building a bridge to the future for young people in this community and throughout Texas. And that effort is very well showcased in a poem called The Bridge Builder. which reads like this. An old man traveling a lone highway came at the evening, cold and gray, to a chasm vast and deep and wide, which was flowing with a sullen tide. The old man crossed in the twilight dim. The sullen stream had no fear for him. But he turned when safe on the other side and built a bridge to span the tide. Old man, said a fellow pilgrim near, you're wasting your strength with building here. Your journey will end with the ending day, and never again will you pass this way. You've crossed the chasm deep and wide. Why build this bridge at the evening tide? The builder lifted his old gray head. Good friend, in the path I've come, he said, there followed after me today a youth whose feet must pass this way. This chasm that's been as naught for me, to that fair-haired youth may a pitfall be. He too must cross in the twilight dim. Good friend, I'm building this bridge for him. For 86 years, the American Legion has been building bridges for the next generation through its Boy State and its Girl State programs. And the result of that is here with us tonight. A second ago, I thanked Will Martin for his service to our community and to our country. I am continually amazed by the heart of service that we see in our veterans. Even after having given so much, you see them still actively involved in the community, assisting other veterans and their fellow man. One of the highlights of my time as county judge has been the opportunity to get to work with so many fantastic veterans service organizations here in Victoria, the American Legion in particular. And also to work with and to even call friends many of the incredible veterans we have in this community and in this room. My grandfather was a Navy Seabee. He served in the South Pacific during World War II. I never knew my grandfather. He passed away the year I was born, but the stories that I hear about him from my parents and those who knew him are the stories of sacrifice. Like many men of his generation, his story was one of sacrifice, hard work, grit, and a quiet determination to leave this world a better place. Incidentally, my friend Will Martin is also a Navy Seabee who shares those exact same characteristics. He and the other veterans here tonight offer examples and serve as role models to the young folks in this room, to me, and to us all. So to the American Legion and the Legion Auxiliary, thank you for building a bridge to future generations. To the parents of the Boys and Girls State participants, thank you for your excellent parenting and for your commitment to your children's future. And to the students, those who have participated in these programs, thank you for being wise stewards of the time you've been given. It's a privilege for me to see where your future successes take you all. Thank you.